Pisces gang, 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 in this thing. What it do, my beautiful Piscean souls? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. The messages, of course, are general, guys, okay? Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. We have quite a spread here. The regret is imminent. It does appear that the regret suddenly leads to sadness. The sadness suddenly leads to some forms of rejecting oneself and a transition from either boy to man or girl to woman. This person is growing the fuck up. Sorry. That's how I heard it, okay? Finally. So this does feel like a current situation or a situationship. It is something that you held on to for quite some time, but this person may have come through and shattered things, okay? So things have kind of either been in disconnect or just not quite as connected as it was initially, okay? It does say I'm feeling broken, can't stop these racing thoughts. So this person is definitely having lots of anxiety about this transition, okay? They have avoided this juncture for a very long time. Here's what I get. I feel like you felt tricked, okay? There's some forms of trickery here because of this first row. Take inspired action. I feel like this is somebody who came towards you, okay? And they embodied a lot of energy of this emperor, okay? So somebody who had their shit together, and it doesn't matter. This is somebody who kind of showed up with a mask or with their representative. I feel like this person was able to really allow their representative to shine, is what they're saying, for an extended amount of time. You feel tricked or you feel bamboozled because after some time, their younger version or their more immature side started to rear its head. That's who started to take the lead. So they may definitely be a fire sign, okay? Aries, Sag, or Leo, or that's just the energy that they are kind of embodying. So we have both. It's this tug of war, right? I feel like this person, there is something about them that gets quite nervous, or there's some kind of anxiety that they do have about being grown, like being a grown up or having responsibility. So they really struggle with that internally, and that in turn has affected this connection, okay? It indirectly has affected you. So we have this take inspired action, which is full moon in Virgo. A Virgo would be more grounded. A Virgo would be more clear, more practical. If they really embodied that Virgo energy, which would have led them to kind of view what actually matters in all of this, then it could have been salvaged a lot sooner. Now, for me to say a lot sooner, it does appear that this person wants to work things out. They are changing. They're making active changes. They're making tangible changes. They're making changes that can be seen and felt. And we have the difference between a young fire sign and a more mature fire sign. So their fire will still be there. The energy that you saw them possess initially will no longer be just a front. It won't be fraudulent. Now, I have to say it, right? It was fucking fake in the beginning. I feel like this person turned on whatever energy they needed to turn on in order to get you, or in order to show up as somebody that deserves you, right? That's really how they're kind of displaying it. It wasn't this sort of manipulative, like toxic tactic of this person, like, oh yeah, I don't deserve Pisces, so I'm going to be something that I'm not in order to trick them into being with me. Even though from the outside looking in, right, the way that you kind of started to unfold and really learn this person, you feel like you were bamboozled in that way. But what they're stating is it wasn't as cynical as it appears. This is somebody who potentially has a lot of either have rejection or abandonment issues, because rejection did show up on this side, right, as something that they're looking at, as something that they're having this aha moment about, not wanting to be rejected, therefore lying, right? Instead of just becoming what you need to become in order to have the things that you want, and recognizing that it is possible if you take inspired action, if you do the work, you can have the person that you want in a relationship. You can have the job that you want. You can have the car that you want. You can have the house that you want. This person kind of learned some very bad habits, is what they're saying, you guys. Habits that they've been holding on to. This is either by way of people that they hung around or people that taught them, right? They weren't taught very well. So I'm not making excuses for this person, but what I am saying is they battled with this more immature side versus this more mature side. The more mature side saw the potential of what they could have with you. It saw the ways in which their life could transition and just how beautiful things could bloom if they were able to acquire someone like you. So you were definitely a come up in this person's eyes, but they're not an opportunist. They actually wanted you to want them. Okay, so they always had the potential to be this emperor or empress. Gender doesn't matter, but I feel like they were just kind of faking it until they made it, and they kind of got caught. So there's something that happened that really showed this person's true nature. You feel like you were dealing with a child or someone much younger than who they actually showed up as. Oh boy. So that was a big mistake, okay? Major red flags, okay? I'm hearing like alarms. I'm hearing like sound the alarm. I'm hearing like call an ambulance because I'm gonna kill this bitch. Please don't. Please don't. You didn't. I feel like instead you just rejected it altogether, which this person never saw coming. This does look like a rejection that came out of nowhere, kind of sideswiped them, okay? This is somebody who, and they kind of, okay, so what is the phrase that you're using, Spirit? Please bear with me because all of the downloads are coming quite fast. So I feel as though this person intruded on your boundaries. And the reason why they're using the word intruder is because you would have never let them beyond certain boundaries if they didn't lie. You see what I'm saying? Or if they did not present themselves as something they were not. Can I have some kind of example? So this is just one small example, guys. It could be anything, but just to give context to what I'm saying, the Emperor versus the Queen of Wands would be somebody who shows up in a relationship acting like they have their shit together, right? They could 1 minute say, oh, I have this position at work. I'm a boss, right? I'm a manager, right? Like I manage a team. That's the Emperor. The Emperor is like kind of, you know, running a team. They are making rules. They are hiring and firing people. They could try to make themselves seem or appear more important than they actually were. And you could have found out about it, right? Queen of Wands is more of somebody who's still working their way up or more of somebody who is still on a lower level. So only an immature person would lie about something like that, right? Or only a person who has no intention on actually taking the inspired action to be the fucking boss would lie about that, right? So that's just a small example. It could have something to do with their ability to not be a hoe. I'm sorry. That's what I just heard, right? Like a whoremonger. Right? They love you, but they're a hoe type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or they like a lot of attention. So it's hard for them to transition from being, you know, monogamous, from being like for the community, for the city, for the streets, for everybody, to being monogamous, right? To being in a union, exclusive, even though they want to. So this person really tap danced on your boundaries and you rejected that shit. You really held it down. Like, here's the thing. They are hand clapping you for rejecting this because rejecting it wasn't easy. I feel like you rejected this person's energy like immediately. That's why it came surprisingly, right? It's like, do you understand what immediately means? I will be fucking single forever, bitch, before I tie myself to a motherfucker who feels like they can lie to me, cheat on me, steal, you know, all of those things. If you a lie, you'll steal. If you'll steal, you'll cheat. If you'll cheat, you'll kill, bitch. Like, I gotta go. I'm not gonna attach myself to this bullshit. Who are you really? If you'll lie about something as small as this, can you only imagine whatever else you've lied about? Guess what? I'm not sticking around to see what else you fucking lied about. So you got out of there extremely fast. They thought they had time. Yeah, they thought they had time is what I'm saying. Like you wouldn't burn this bridge. Like you wouldn't like, you know, take an axe, you know, call a demolition team and burn this bitch down. They just never saw that, which I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? For them to become something that they are absolutely not, they had to have known that you wasn't playing, that you were not to be played with. Boy, they are definitely regretting this, you guys, okay? So there are a lot of anxiety-filled thoughts. This person is massively in love, but you feel like you fell in love with a lie. You feel like maybe you fell in love with their body or just their sex, right? You feel like maybe this was infatuation. Was it really real? Have I lost my fucking mind just because, you know what I'm saying, she put it down like that? Have I lost my mind because he, you know, was doing tricks and flips in that motherfucking bedroom? Like, what is wrong with me? So you are also having some thoughts, but I feel like you're healing faster than this person, right? This is a person who'd rather escape. So they might be drinking, they might be smoking, they might be, hanging out a lot. They may be going ahead and indulging themselves in like relations with other people or sexual encounters in order to get their mind off of you, but it only reconfirms for them what they already know. Yeah, so they feel like they broke this. There's something that's telling them that crossing this boundary is the end, but they're still going to try, okay? So there's a deep level of sadness. This person wants to start over, right? They want to kind of come to terms with you in reference to who they actually are, what they're working on, and what they want moving forward. So there's a massive apology coming. But I feel like they're back and forth in their head, right? So Two of Pentacles is like, should I text now? No. Now? No. Go now? No. Should I just pull up? Should I call their cousin? Should I just send them a song? Should I hit them in the DM instead? Like, how do I really approach this? Two of Pentacles, right? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Two of Pentacles can also signify juggling, right? So this is somebody who is definitely mentally juggling a lot in their mind because a part of me, that's what I just heard. What the fuck? Yeah, who is that? That's LaToya Luckett? Torn. Yeah, see? Yeah, torn. I'm torn in between this, right? Torn in between the two because I really want to be with you. Okay, something's telling me I should leave you alone. So who's torn here? I do know that this person is torn in between coming back and forth because this is somebody who is scared to grow up, you guys. Now, I did hear in the initial, in the beginning that they are going to do it, right? But that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. And it doesn't mean that it's going to happen overnight. The Death card does show up here. So there has been a transformation. The Death card also doesn't mean that they will be given access again. It doesn't. It just doesn't work like that. Right. And it's going to be different for all of you. What you see in this connection, what you see for this person, what you see for the future between you and this person. And you do absolutely what's best for you. Regardless of what these cards say, of course, right? Like you still have free will. Now, here's what I will say. They're not moving fast, like at all. You know what I mean? This person is embarrassed. This person is really kicking themselves. So people are even telling them, man, that was stupid. That was stupid that you did that, girl. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? Like you liked him. You loved him. You loved her. You loved him. Like, why would you do that? You waited all this time, and instead of doing what you needed to do or just being honest about who you are, because let me tell you something about you, Pisces, right? You give everybody an honest shot. Not everybody. You're like, whoa, bitch, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Okay, sorry. Listen, you are not judgmental, okay? Everybody doesn't get a shot, no, but you don't judge people. And if certain individuals have a certain amount of potential, you will give them a shot. You'll just move slower if they're honest. But this person started out lying. So it's almost like, how do you come back from that? This is their mindset, you guys, right? Like, damn, they caught me in a lie, or they called me out on some fake shit, and I'm not fake, right? So they're moving towards you very slow, even though they have a horse right there. They're still just like walking towards you. I do feel as though this is a tower for this person, you guys, okay? This is an awakening. This is a tower. This is a transformation, and it is a transition, okay? I do feel like they're going through a time of solitude where this person would normally escape. Now, I do feel like at some point of the beginning of this disconnect, of this shattering of the connection, this person did try to escape by way of other people's bodies. I'm just gonna say that, okay? Because that's what I feel. They could not handle this rejection. So they needed to seek that validation through other people. But did it work? No, because they were still holding on to this. You see what I'm saying? So they definitely are going through this awakening, transformation, and transition, but they was going kicking and screaming, baby. Okay, kicking and screaming. They just found out that Toys R Us went out of sale. You know what I'm saying? Went bankrupt, bitch. There is nothing there. It doesn't exist. So you're gonna grow the fuck up now or later. And there's also this notion that Spirit is giving them a chance to do it on their own. It feels like a tower, but they're actually getting a chance to do this on their own. Here's the gag. Just because they do it, right? Just because they decide to change and grow up doesn't mean that they will get a chance with you again. Damn. And that's where the sadness is coming in, okay? They are going to try, though. This person is going to try. I do feel like as soon as they have proof, okay? By way of how they're talking, how they're moving, like there's some kind of elevation that they may have had, right? They've gotten the promotion. They're talking different. They've established getting a car. They've established getting that apartment. They've established doing something that they lied about. Right. And now they have proof and they're transforming and they're a different person. Right. And they are able to come towards you with cups now that are full and not just sipping from yours. It's not until then that they'll start moving towards you with this offer. OK, it says, is your heart open to receive my offer? And that is the real question. Excuse me. So in life, just because you're ready doesn't necessarily mean that you get another opportunity, especially if you fucked it up once. Can we just keep that all the way above? If you fucked it up once, there is no guarantee that just because now you're ready, that Pisces will be willing or available, bitch. I'm just saying. Some of you might be in full blown relationships by the time this person transforms. Who knows, right? There may be a choice between two. And the reason why I say that is because we not only have this 5 of Cups, which is somebody coming back with their tail tucked, right? With apologies and sadness and guilt and, hurt. Really coming towards you, bearing it all. This is not somebody who is coming towards you cocky. They do have a lot to say, but a lot of what they have to say has to do with their bad behavior. It has to do with the way in which you change them, how they see life now, how life is changing them, how this has changed them, how they've transformed. Can you please focus? Hello? Are you going to focus anytime soon? So here's the thing, right? And I think this happened in my last reading. The card is having a hard time focusing. And I feel like this person is wanting to come towards you, right? Like they want to show this, but they are also having a hard time focusing, right? So the two of you may have some kind of spiritual connection and only you know if that is the case, right? That could be why they have a back and forth. So we have the 2 of Pentacles as well as the 2 of Swords, right? There is indecision about coming towards you initially and also about what your status is. So even when this person comes back, they are going to be talking some good talk. I'm just going to say that, right? Like they're going to be saying things that you wanted to hear. You're going to notice there will be a noticeable change in this person's demeanor, in their life. A lot of things in their life have changed. They have elevated, okay? That's still not going to be a green light for them. And you also might have lots of confusion about what you should do. Now, they are coming towards you wanting to reconcile. It is what it is, right? Like that is just the truth. But they also know that they don't have any right to come in with cups immediately. Even though the cups are there, they will eventually want to show those cups to you. They're going to initially come in like this King of Swords. King of Swords is not a bad energy, but it is very much so head over heart. It's keeping it real. It's keeping it a buck, raw, truth. Okay, this could be this person really pointing out to you what they was doing, who they was fucking on, all of this shit that happened, how they broke this, apologies, regret, all of that coming in at once, and it will put you in a state of confusion. This is what the cards say, you guys, okay? You could be like, girl, I ain't confused about nothing. Fuck you forever. You, your mom, and your cousin, your babies, everybody. Got it. That's not what the cards say. The card suggests whatever way in which this person has awakened and transitioned. The Ace of Wands is an awakening. Boom. Third eye open, bitch. We have the Death card. So that is transformation. After the death, there's a rebirth. Things will never be the same. They will never be the same person. They are not the same person. Okay. And they are transitioning, coming over towards your cycle. This could be somebody who you thought you left behind because they weren't growing the fuck up, and you have elevated, or you will be elevating. When you are in connection with someone that you are unequally yoked with and they're not ready for you, then oftentimes there is a tower where things are shattered and you have to move on without that person. By letting go, you make room for other shit to come in. You could have new love that came in, right? We have love offer and sex. This could be some of the best sex of your life you having with the new person though. Okay, they in trouble. I'm sorry. This old person has competition. You don't see them the same. You see what I'm saying? Your life is different by the time they show up. You think different by the time they show up. You see them different by the time they show up. Shit has changed. Okay, it's a new sheriff in town, bitch. So there are a lot of things that they have playing against them. But this is somebody who feels like this is the only reason why I did this, right? Which is sad. I don't recommend it. Okay. 10 out of 10 do not recommend transforming, awakening, and then transitioning for a person, because Pisces could most certainly decline. Decline, bitch. They could decide to, doesn't that card say leave the past behind? That's you, bitch. You get left. Hello? I'm sorry. Right? Because it's like they're not thinking. You see what I'm saying? They're not thinking. They're not thinking that that's even possible, which is absurd. It's absurd, darling. It is. So let's see here. Please give me a little bit more. Thank you so much. So we have, baby, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is somebody who feels like they've prepared. They are coming in with a massive offer, you guys. Okay, and I'm not trying to tempt you. I'm not saying that you're going to choose this, because I feel like some of you will be involved elsewhere. Even if it's a friends with benefits situation, like you are good. Like the way that life has kind of unfolded after this is quite all right with you. You know what I'm saying? You're good. You're Gucci. Not really looking to delve back into the old shit. You see what I'm saying? But they laying it on super duper thick. This is why that Two of Swords is showing up. It's like, damn, you doing it like that? Look at this. The Eight of Pentacles, the Chariot, that goes in the middle. The Knight of Cups, that goes at the top. The King of Cups, that goes here. And the Queen, bitch, like you cannot make it up. You see what I'm saying? It don't get no thicker than this. Thicker than a sucker. Thicker than a loop dancer, bitch. You understand me? Thick as molasses. With a truth that can potentially bring a breakthrough in this, if that is what you want, of course, right? Like, you, of course, do not have to choose this. Nobody has to choose this. The love is here, you guys. Wow. This could be a twin flame for some of you. Look at that. Four of Wands. Wowzers. Imagine walking away from a twin flame that you've gone multiple cycles with, because we have the Nine of Wands here, right? That's like wounded warrior. That's like somebody effing you over, somebody that you love dearly. Only somebody that you really, truly love, that you really opened up to and that you really invested in, has the ability to cut you as deep as this person may have cut you, shattered you, shattered your motherfucking heart, bitch. You have to like go buy another one or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Grow another one. Repair it. Like, bitch, you can't buy another heart. What the fuck you talking about? Okay, transform it. You've transformed. Just as this person has awakened. This is an awakened twin, you guys. Judgment, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Whoa. Massive, massive cards. You understand me? It still doesn't mean that you have to choose this person. It does not mean that at all, right? The truth is, you may have found your Ace of Cups elsewhere with a soulmate rather than with the twin flame, but this does look like a twin flame that has come to. I will never tell you what to do or what to choose. This King of Cups and Queen of Cups does suggest a divine pair, right? A divine pair on the table. And with the Four of Wands here, that suggests to me that this person might be walking into a union. So you will either be involved loosely with someone or you will be involved heavily with someone, like married. The fuck? Or on the path towards that. They want to come in and woo you. They are coming in with their heart on their sleeves. This person may have been that King of Swords in the past. So that's what they're pointing out now. Everything that I said up until this point still stands, but they're giving me another storyline. So this Five of Cups, this Two of Swords, and this King of Swords, right? You could be completely confused because this person in the past could have been one that did not wear their heart on their sleeves. You know what I'm saying? So figuring out that they're not who they actually say that they are, right? They could have been a cocky, arrogant son of a bitch, honestly. And that has all changed. Now they're coming in like talking like emotions and shit, like love, like, you know, giving you your flowers, like laying it on super duper duper thick. It's either going to give you pause or it's going to make you think, well, now is when you want to do this. When I'm on my way to the altar, when I'm engulfed in a relationship, when I'm about to say yes to this other person, to be in a union with them, now is when you want to do this. Now, when I don't really feel like I love you anymore, like we'll be attached forever, especially if this is a twin flame, it might just be a soulmate. I'll always love you, but do I actually want to be with you after what you did to me? Like, come on, can we be honest here, right? You might feel like this person is delulu to think that this is all that it takes. They are not going to stop. It's not that they are like, they're not stalking you, right? Like, it's just going to be a very persistent, okay? There will be a persistence at trying to work on this. So it will look like gifts showing up. It will look like things showing up, tangible things, letters and text messages and phone calls. And you know what I'm saying? Doing the small things and the big things, bitch. Like, it's going to look like a lot, like things that you would have potentially wanted before, honestly. Now, if you're still engaged with this person, like if you're still engaging or talking to this person loosely, there may be a bit of a separation before this actually happens. It's going to look like it's over before all of this happens. It does have the potential to grow into something beautiful. I have to say that, right? But it would still have to be something that you want. This person is finally ready, but is it too late? That's a real question, guys. That's a real question. So let's hop over to the extended, okay? I want to see where this is all heading. We'll see where all of this is going. Why is it showing up? Let's see, would you be wasting your fucking time seeing this through, okay? Truthfully, with the Ace of Swords here, will you be wasting your time dealing with this person? What ways could this affect you emotionally and in other areas of your life that you need to be aware of by getting back involved with this individual, okay? Let's see what subconscious blocks are not allowing you to release this. If you like, bitch, you see what that card say right there? You see what this card say right there? This type of shit we on, okay? If it will focus, what the fuck? This person doesn't want you to focus on this. They're like, don't focus on that. It says leave the past behind. You're like, that's where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? So all of you will have different feelings about this, right? It's going to actually evoke a lot of feelings of overwhelm in reference to confusion. This will be very confusing, guys. Okay, you're not going to know which way to go. But if you are hell bent on releasing this, we will see what those subconscious blocks are and how to release those ASAP. ASAP, baby. And let's see how will they approach you moving forward so you can be prepared, right? Like, what are their intentions truly? What do they want with you? Okay, this is going to let us know if that transformation has happened by the time that they show up, because it doesn't mean just because we see the death card that the transformation is complete. Transformations can take years and years and years upon years. They don't just happen overnight. There are levels to this thing called transformation and awakenings. All right, so let's see where they are exactly, because you could be affected if they're still engulfed in this awakening, okay? And then let's see what you can expect out of your own growth, emotionally, romantically, spiritually, financially, just moving forward in general. And we'll see what your life looks like should you decide to go with this person or go towards the new thing. We'll look at both. We're not judging, okay? We'll get you some advice, and I will throw in I wasn't going to do this, but they're saying, girl, please, okay? We'll throw in an Ask the Universe read. I'll give you the floor to ask a couple of questions. I know you want to, okay? This is crazy. Why is it not focusing? Like, what? I'll give you the floor to ask some questions, but I have more instructions for that over in the extended, okay? So without further ado, click that like button, click the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I'm gonna see y'all over there. Let go.